Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up? This is Mike. Do you see me? um, Let me wait a few seconds here. Uh, so Ciervo, yep. Windsor. It's this. All right. So this. I assume I'm live. Good morning. It's not 9:19. Saturdays are always hectic. But we're going to be doing a quick little update here on Ada as our system is definitely getting a little stronger here. So oh, they see me. Okay, cool. Remember the chat's always delayed a little bit. There's Shelly. So real quick, we're gonna make this short and sweet. Quick update with our system, and as you guys know, we got tropical storm warnings now in Florida. And the Hurricane Hunters just did they're doing a check right now. They just did a new update that the Hurricane Hunters are finding a little stronger winds. That was an update at 11 a.m. Eastern. They might do a special advisory. I'm still thinking we could see hurricane out of this. Remember, pressures don't lie. Anything in the 980s is inching hurricane winds. So pressure now is 996. So this is what we're looking at. This is live. And I'm going to go over some models and maps for sure. But I'll tell you real quick, funny story. Remember Irma? Irma, we never lost internet ever during Irma. We lost internet last night and then this morning. So I go out there about an hour ago, and the Spectrum trucks are driving by, and they kick our box out front, and they're like, "This is the one." Well, look, apparently my little junction box that's in the ground, this guy was responsible for 500 people without internet in our area. My box out in the road. I shut down the whole neighborhood. But it's 20 years old, they said. That's why. So anyway, and you know what's funny? I told them I do this little weather gig, and they're like, "Are you Mike?" So it turned out they were both fans. Can you believe it? One guy actually, his wife's taking the sails off the boat because they live in West Florida and they've been listening to me. So what a small world, man. So I got an inside source with Spectrum. So that's a pretty funny story. But now we're back, hopefully. They're out there working now, so hopefully they don't switch anything out. But all right, so here's the latest at NHC. Travel storm warnings are up. I assume these are going to be moved northward as the day goes on. Florida, watching. This thing is indeed shifting like we've been talking about for a day or two now. It's been shifting. What? Oh, that's nice. So it's been shifting a little to the north, a little bit to the east, getting closer to West Coast impacts. That's what we got. That's what we got to look at. So timing a little bit slower. 7 p.m. Sunday right here. So impacts are going to start later today, maybe a few squall lines, but tomorrow we're going to start to see squall lines definitely through the state of Florida. Important to note, this is going to be a wide system. It's growing a little bit just because our system, passes through the South Florida. We're going to get a lot of effects initially all the way up the coast. That's why we have watches all the way up the Florida East Coast. We're going to have strong winds coming in throughout the day tomorrow and for sure Monday. So that a lot of people don't know that they're going to be getting a lot of Ada effects well north of the center. So the Hurricane Hunters are finding stronger winds. Here's the latest rain. We're starting to see a couple little dots of red popping up. That's 10 to 15 inches of rain. So we could definitely see isolated pockets of some pretty serious rain to worry about. 6 to 10 at large, a big chunk of the south. Anything orange, 6 to 10 inches. Again, isolated 12 inches plus. This thing is going to linger. The latest GFS is showing it kind of staying out here for a couple days. So we could see these rains increase. We talked about that a lot yesterday, but I do assume we're going to see higher rain chances as our storm just kind of meanders slowly and turns up towards the Big Bend area. So not worried about this little yellow guy. He's not doing anything. Don't worry about that. But watching in real time, we got to see if this sucker. Here's the latest spaghetti models. We're just thinking out loud. This is kind of what we do when we don't have anything organized. But these are the latest 12Z models. These just came out about an hour ago. Zigzagging, as we've been talking about. Look, pretty high confidence. Okay, now, again, the NHC cone is deceiving. Look, if you look at the NHC cone, we just got another new update. Let's see what that one is. Well, so that was 11 o'clock. Okay, same update. But it's deceiving, this little S. All the spaghetti models now are doing that. So I expect that we're going to see the NHC track a little bit more closer to the west coast of Florida. And that's your latest huddle here. Look at that. Lots of confidence that this thing's going to turn back over across the panhandle. So the common theme, too, is a little bit of weakening out here. A little bit of weakening. Remember the Florida Everglades brown water effect, they call it. Not a lot of weakening possibly across South Florida because of the low-lying Everglades. So not a lot of weakening as this comes around. Remember, the dirty side, west coast Florida, as our storm spirals around, you know, we could have surge. We could have, you know, heavy squalls. This would be more Monday, Tuesday right here. Monday, Tuesday for the west coast of Florida. And this is more Sunday, Monday down here. And then it's going to get picked up and race on out of here. So there's that. High confidence here. We're going to see a shift likely. Surge forecast just came out. They're showing surge all the way up the up into Georgia, 2 to 3 foot. This is because, let's look at big spiraling winds. All this is going to get pushed in water, 2 to 3 foot. So even though our system's here, expect a lot of wind being pushed in. That's why we got surge posted all the way up to Georgia now. So that, you know, this is fresh. Latest models I want to show you real quick, just to show you the trend here with the H-Warp, which I believe, now the latest GFS just came out too, showing a stronger system. This is on Tropical Tidbits, but the GFS still showing 988, 989. That's borderline hurricane. Far-reaching winds. This is the 12Z. Here's your rains. This is the latest 12Z GFS. But look, this is tomorrow morning. Look, tomorrow morning we're going to start to see these rains start spinning in. Tomorrow morning, and then the big stuff tomorrow night. So there it is. All this is going to come. Here's the Cape. This is Shelley's territory, but all this is going to you know, wide system. We're going to see these squalls tomorrow through the day Monday. Look at that, big stuff. And this is Monday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning. Look at that. So again, I think the rain estimates are a little underdone. I think we're going to see, you know, some of these spiral in overnight. This is Sunday night into Monday morning. Our system. Now, the latest GFS parks our system. Here's Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, 989, still pretty strong. And then it cuts it right back through Tampa eventually, or the Panhandle actually. Doesn't do anything. This is next weekend. So it gets close to Tampa. This is Thursday morning. Look. But again, two effects on the system. Initially here, and then when our system gets over here, we're going to have effects here. So these are going to linger Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with the GFS. Big heavy concentration. This is you know, Thursday, Friday even. So if it doesn't take its time to get on out of here. The latest H-Wharf, a little bit stronger, 982. Sunday morning. It's just running now. That's the strongest yet. So again, I do believe that we have a chance of this thing running up to be a hurricane on approach. They're going to have to start talking about that. And they're finding it getting a little better organized right now, actually. You can see it right now with the latest satellite imagery. So it's definitely balling up. We're getting a lot of convective bursts down here. I just put a new graphic up too. Let me see if it updated. Yep, there we go. So we're getting a lot of convective bursts here right where center is. And you can see that on Weather Nerds too. So it's organizing. It's heading right towards Cuba. But look, we got a lot of lightning. It's actually got a resemblance of an eye a little bit. Not that it's a hurricane, but you know, a lot of lightning indicating strengthening. The wind maps are definitely showing an amazing run here. You know, of circulation. 500 millibar displaced a little bit. That makes sense, right? Here's 500. Here's 850. So it's not stacked perfectly. That's because of our shear. You know, we have strong winds blowing from the southwest, displacing our system, but it's kind of stacking. There's 700 millibars, so it's definitely organizing very well here. 500, 700, and 850. So it's definitely organizing a little quick here. So they're watching it. Hurricane hunters are out there right now flying, and they're finding a tight circulation. We got strong winds. Definitely got strong winds here showing up. They might do another update here, but those are some pretty strong wind barbs to the southeast. They haven't even sampled this yet. So again, you know, the story of the year has been sneaky little systems, intensifying on us here last second. And I'm sorry I haven't read comments. I just wanted to go over everything really quick. So the 12Z's running now. This has got my attention. 982 over the Bahamas. This is Sunday afternoon. This is pretty strong. The latest 6Z was a little weaker, not much weaker, but a little weaker. And here's what the 6Z. This is the HMON. This is Monday morning. You know, Sunday night, Monday morning, cuts across state. Look, it gets really close to Fort Myers. 991. 987 off Tampa Bay. Now look, I keep saying closer to the west coast of Florida, right? Here's 989. That's borderline hurricane, folks. That's, you know, we're not trying to hype anything, but, you know, hurricane, winds, surge. But if the H-War's right, look, this is Wednesday morning, and look, all these squall lines now coming in off the Gulf. We're, you know, water spouts, tornadoes, surge. We remember Tropical Storm Debbie. We had a lot of water get piled up into the bay. This West Coast movement, this is 989 Wednesday morning, could be more than people bargained for. Definitely, I don't think everybody is tuned to what's going on. Here's a big hefty line Wednesday. So, you know, it's a two-sided system. You know, we got squall lines starting tomorrow, and then as our system goes on the other side of the state, squall lines are coming in from the Gulf side. And this is pretty hefty, you know, showing up. This is Wednesday morning. So that's Wednesday. So we got three days here, folks. Tomorrow we're going to start seeing squall lines through Florida in the south. Here's tomorrow. So this is big. This is Florida. This is Sunday night. We're going to see, and if we widen it up, I don't know if we can go too wide, but let's see if we can show. We see PWatt, but basically what I was getting at is tomorrow afternoon we're going to see, you know, a big chunk of Florida getting squall lines as early as tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. So you know, slight weakening a little bit as it, you know, makes that turn towards the Big Bend area, but maybe not a lot. So again, you know, I think a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of coastal events, a slow mover. I don't think the rain map's correct. I think they're going to have to up the rains for Central Florida. And I think they're going to have to start, you know, mention the H word again as this thing appears to be, you know, strengthening a little bit. So we'll watch the models. You know, I've got my eyes open big time here on the latest H-War. That's model's been my favorite this year as far as intensity goes. And it's showing a little bit of run here at something stronger. So anyway, Tom, I'm hyping. Yes, big time hyping. Kiki alerts will be going up. They'll slowly put the watches in warnings upwards towards the west coast. It's a timing issue. It's 48 hours out. So technically we're not in that 48-hour window yet. But I suspect for sure we'll see watches and warnings pop up here for Tuesday, Wednesday. So the winds are up to 50 miles an hour now officially. They're out there checking it. Pressure down to 996. So, you know, it's you got a notification that's hurricane Crystal. I don't know about it yet, but we got the internet fixed. Dylan, what's up, Dylan Hubbard? Did you hear the story? It was my box out front that cost 500 customers. It had nothing to do with me. They said it's just an old box. Rusty old box. This survived Irma, so I kept it. This made it through Irma. Yes, Shelly, I'm going to have to update the website real quick with the surge map. So listen, let's just do a bottom line real quick, and we got softball. But here's the latest. Here's the latest and greatest. Let's put a different graphic up, and I'll talk out loud. But here's what we got. Let's put the center line up. And this is a good graphic I can draw on. The dogs are crying. All right, so our system's organizing a little bit more, right? Tomorrow, we're going to start to see impacts stretching across South Florida. We're going to start to see squall lines tomorrow. These are going to be extending upwards through tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Possible hurricane. In my opinion, I still think we could have a run at a hurricane. Doesn't, 5-10 miles an hour don't mean much, except a little more winds. System's going to be, always heavier on the north side. Don't get caught up on the center. Slow trek through the Everglades isn't going to weaken it much, and we're starting to see a little bit closer hug here to the west coast of Florida, which is going to bring a lot more effects that maybe people weren't expecting, and that's going to be more Monday, Tuesday. Big squalls off the water through the night, slow mover. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be really interesting. Coastal surge, and squall lines. This is going to be Monday and Tuesday. So it's going to be a very weather-y week here as our system sneaks in. So all I can say is watch it in real time. Watch it progress. Watch your hurricane hunters. It's definitely looking tropical, and Matt, yes. Don't forget ABC. Yeah. When we're not structured, go to ABC, find Wine and Spirits, and buy your hurricane supplies. This is the official hurricane supply store in Florida. ABC. So anyway, all right. Quick questions. Kate Coral, you're gonna get action, no doubt about it. This thing's gonna cut right across state. We've been talking about that zigzag crossover, west side of when the storms to the west coast. That's when all the stuff in the Gulf comes in. It's called the dirty side. So when the storms on the west coast, off the coast, that's gonna be the dirty side. Patrick, here's the latest spaghetti models. I'm not going to go with the Hurricane Center right now. They to me have been way off. They've been showing, one time they showed a crazy, totally went against the models. Remember one time they were doing this? Boom, boom. When all the models were doing this, well, they're slowly catching up to the spaghetti models. We live and die by the models. That's why it was called spaghetti models. But here's your crossover. Remember now, most of them are showing a weakening here. So long time over that cooler water. We're not talking about a system like Zeta that shot straight up with crazy 25, 30 mile an hour forward speed. Zeta didn't have a chance to weaken because of the cooler water. This is going to be moving a little bit slower out here, so it's going to be a slow weakening. But 981 here can mean 988 here, let's say, and that will still bring in squalls, storms, surge to the west coast. So I'm pretty confident we're gonna have a slight weakening as the front approaches mid week, Wednesday, Thursday, and be a rain event. So I think the NHC is going to have to adjust their track. The new track comes out, unfortunately, 4 p.m. Eastern now. Everything got bumped up. So 4 p.m. we'll get a new track. Here's another spaghetti model look, just to give you an idea of what's going on. So we'll leave that up. So hey, there you go. So anyway, let's see what else is up. Got to run, Tim. Yep, me too. North Carolina, no worries. This is, nope, we got a front coming. Remember, the front's coming down midweek, and it's gonna suck this up and be nothing more than just rain. So, Betty, cool. John, yes, there's a. So right now we got a high pressure system that came around. So we have high pressure here. As my little chat's trying to do it. But anyway, doesn't like the big zoom. All right, let's try it again. All right, so we got high pressure. Anyway, oh, my pointer ain't working. One more try. There we go. All right, so high pressure here. High pressure's turning it, and then a front's coming down that's going to pick it up, moving on out. Very high confidence. So this high pressure is moving on out, front's coming down, and it's going to pick it up, moving on out. So very, very high confidence on this. So Orlando, Francisco, you might get a squall line tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, but for sure Monday, overnight, Sunday into Monday, you're going to start getting these squall lines, and then Monday for sure. So there you go. All right. Going storm chasing. Yes, I am. So, hey, listen. Crisscross, both sides of the state. Nothing more I can say than that. So we're watching this in real time, see if it gets any stronger. The Keys are interesting, Amanda, because listen, you guys, you're going to get something, and technically the center is going right after you guys. So, being that this is being kind of sheared, Key West might not get as much, obviously, as Middle Keys eastward. It all depends. If it makes landfall more in South Florida, might get a little less in the Keys because, again, everything's kind of weighted on that north and the east side. So it could wrap around the Keys and maybe not give the Key West area a lot if it does that around. So anyway, all right. Girls are waiting on me. I'll be obviously updating a lot. So pay attention to Facebook. I'll be posting everything as it comes out. And the website's good to go, so you can always check it out on the app too. So there you go. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it, Shelly, for being there. And we got internet back, so that's good. So we'll talk to you later, and stay aware of Florida for sure. Bye.